Good Day Survivors, Sephiroth is here, and in this video what I'm going to talk about is basically what we stand for, our standards, and what we will do and what we will not do. And we're not making any promises. We're actually showing that we do the work. So we're not just giving you a bunch of things that's like, hey, this is what we're trying to do, this is what we can do, and stuff like that. No, we're actually doing the thing first and then showing you guys. So we also want to talk about the difference between our community and any other community out there. We're literally the one of a kind community. Also, just in case that you are one of the people that really love this project, you see that this project is the only project that can actually create what other projects is promising, and you want to send, just basically introduce this project to somebody, but you just don't know how to go about it and stuff like that. You don't know, you really can't explain the terms of the project. So this video will be basically helping you with that. So it's like a guide to actually showing, whoever you just telling about their project and introducing them to it. So without further ado, you already know what it is. Play my shit.
Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back when it twinkle.
Okay, so first thing first, what I want to talk about is the community. All right, so we are actually a community. What I mean by that is we don't see our community as numbers. This isn't a recruitment incubator. This is none of that type of thing like that. So we actually use our Telegram versus our Discord. We're about to get into our Discord, and the reason why we didn't use our Discord is because Discord was more difficult for people. Telegram is also hard to keep up with, but Discord is like for support and if you like doing recruiting things, and we didn't want to actually go that route. So we actually wanted to make our community to where it's actually a hangout spot where we actually get to know all of our community members. What I mean by that is if my community members are engaging with me, I would actually get to know who they are. I would know them. So when I see them, I actually call them by name. When we're inside of any video chats or whatever it with me, I actually build a relationship and a bond with all my community members. Not even just going into creating NFTs for our community members. I actually see them as humans, not numbers. So when people come into, if you're somebody new and you come into our community, just know that you won't see what you see in other groups. We won't be talking about price action. We won't be talking about all that type of stuff like that. We're not talking about those type of things in here. We're actually networking, getting to know each other, and talking about the project, because that's the number one thing. The project, how the project will be fun and stuff like that. So that's the difference between us and other communities. When you go into other communities, no one's networking, no one's talking to each other. It's all about just the project and price numbers and all that type of stuff like that, which I'm having another video that's actually going to show one of the projects that I warned everybody about, and I came out to be right again, right? So and to show you the difference between our two communities, I'll go through the comment sections and everything. So that's one thing that we wanted to talk about, the community. Everybody that comes into the community feels at home. Even if you come in on some different stuff, we make sure that you have an understanding that this is not the type of community where you have to feel like you either have to wail out, you have to protect yourself or anything like that, because we protect you here. And all those extra things, that type of stuff like that. We don't mind asking any questions. I'll sit there, I'll talk to any and everybody. I acknowledge any and everybody. And I make sure that the community is cool, and that's basically the difference. We are an actual community. We hang out. We have times where I get on the Telegram live and I sit with the community for 5 to 10 hours. It doesn't matter. I'll stop working to talk with the community, and when we talking, I'm educating them, let them know what to look for, and how to spot out red flags inside of these projects and what projects should be doing versus what they're doing now. Another thing that we wanted to do that's different, and here we're gonna go into it. So it's number 2. The difference between our project is we wanted to just do something that's completely different, and where we can't be copied. And the reason why we can't be copied is off of one. We got multiple things, but the main thing, and it's very simple, is heart. We actually care about people here. We care about people. It's not about just making myself or any of the people that's helping us run the community, or just the devs with me, the artists and stuff like that. So it's not just about making us rich and we're just getting stupid rich and whatever the case may be. It's not about that. It's we're actually making sure that we put the community best interest first, which is why the game is built the way it's built, which we'll get into that in a few seconds when we jump to the computer. But we just want to make sure that the community is number one and number one only. The reason why is that is because, and if you are a person that's building community, please understand this. The community is your foundation. If you take care of your foundation, you will grow flowers. So if you water and flower your community, you would, by nature law, you will get rich. So just focusing on you first, and then 99% of these projects that came out in the last 2 years, went through crazy 2 years. These last 2 years has not done anything they have promised. Another thing between us, again, I know it's just one but I'm gonna continue because it's going all in the same thing. Another thing that's difference between us is we made sure we created a project first before we went out and even got the small amount of people that we got to see our project. We created something first. Another thing that we have that no other project have is an actual business model. We do not have to sell NFTs and cryptocurrency to actually make money inside of this project. That's number one. Number two, let me rephrase that. It is the motor starter, but it's not something that we have to continue to keep doing. We already have a few NFTs sold and we can actually run off that alone. Another thing, our community members do not have to worry about dumping the token or buying and selling NFTs. If they just buy one, that NFT alone can make them generate them some income, depending on which key it is or which NFT it is that they purchase, can actually make them a really good income, right? And they don't have to worry about selling the tokens, or they don't have to worry about selling or finding another sucker to buy the NFT so that sucker can sell the NFT to someone else. Our NFTs are actually made for you to be held on. So that's another thing. One more thing that I would add to this whole pot of gumbo is I am the developer. Hello. I'm also working on the game, the main developer on the game. Two, I am also making sure that I give you guys a good story, and I'm putting a message inside of the game. I'm also educating people with inside of the game subconsciously. You won't even know that you're being educated all the time. And I'm making the game very fun. Very fun. It's the number one focus. I do not care about how much money that you guys come in here and try to give me. If you're not a good person, I will turn the money down. That's number one. Number two, the focus is for me to make sure that the game is fun, so you guys that's throwing money at me to be able to make the money back, because that's my goal and my job as the developer of this project. And the last but not least, I am super transparent, and I am myself first before anything. I do not compromise anything to basically, if I can't be myself, I just won't compromise myself to do whatever to make someone else feel comfortable, or whatever the case may be. What that means, I am a business developer going on 15 years. I have retired, and the way my hair color is, I have made people millions of dollars the way it is. The way I look, I dress, I talk, everything, I have made people millions of dollars. If you actually ask people inside the community that personally know who I am, they will tell you I'm legit 100%. I don't wear suits. I'm not going to be one of those guys that sit here and tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. If you want to hear what you want to hear, there's a lot of projects out here that will rug pull your ass and will tell you anything to make you go to sleep. Now, that is not me. If you're expecting that from me, you're not going to get that here. If I am too honest for you, I recommend that you leave, because I'm not going to stop being honest. Before I even got into this, I was a, business developer, but then I got into YouTube, which I have videos that have thousands of views. It doesn't have them right now because I pivoted to something different. But the thousands of view videos, the videos with thousands of views, I used to investigate and call out scammers. That's what I used to do. So I'm a developer and a man first that stands on integrity and morals. I want everyone to do great. So if I'm telling you something, and I would never actually speak to you unless I got something like knowledgeable to say, unless, because I don't believe that you should be talking to people if you have nothing to say, and you go as far as you be speaking to. So I make sure that when I speak to you, that I value your time as I want you to value mine. So I make sure that I have something of wisdom to give you every time I speak to you. And also, if you're new to the community, come in and ask that. Just message anybody randomly that speaks to me. Just say, hey, what about that Seth guy? What do you think about him? And everything will be solid with me. I'm not saying that because, I just tell I'm the dev and everybody just gonna say that because I'm the dev. No, I'm actually a stand-up guy. Because I put the people first. I always tell people this when I sit down and I sit, with the business owners I used to sit down with. I used to let them know, you gotta make sure that your people understand that they don't belong to you, you belong to them. Once you try to trick the people and make them think that you're somebody that you're not, when they actually control your lifestyle, you already lost. Understand that. That goes for kings and queens. The people do not belong to the king and queen. The king and queen belong to the people. And I move off that value. I know this is a kind of a rant, which not a rant, but I want you guys to get to know what the project is, right? On the community side, on the standard side. So just let you guys know we're not here to do any type of foolishness, because we chose not to launch when cryptocurrency was booming. The reason why we didn't launch, because when cryptocurrency was booming, I was telling everyone that what's happening now is going to happen. I knew what's happening now is about to happen. I also knew that the NFT thing, the BS that you've seen with the NFTs, I just said that's not going to last. There's no longevity in that. I came in as a business developer. I literally built businesses. I make people from here to up here. And I know what's feasible and what can stand long. And those things didn't stand long. By the way, the majority of these companies, first, they wasn't going to do the shit they said they were going to do, number one. Second of all, everyone wants to grow so big, but you grow too big, too fast, then you see what happened. For example, a lot of tech companies, which is why this tech market is crashing, because they grew too fast. That's not a good thing. Slow down. Sometimes you got to slow down to speed up, and that's what we did. We slowed down. We're working on things. So I'm gonna give you a sneak preview of what we got here. Let me see, making sure that this right here is the one right here. So we're gonna go here. And we want to, okay, so stuff from the future here. I actually did this part right here, and I'm going to fix these things I talked about right now. I've been working on this since last night. So everything's not perfect here. I was talking about this. I was showing just these things. It's not an empty map here. Just let you know something. I'm working on things. It's something right all the way over there. So I'm actually building this map, as you can see. So there's actually a complete product here. This is for the new people who are interested in the project and want to understand. So we was talking about this door right here, right? This door that isn't on the hinges, and when you actually, so I had to fix this door. Because when you actually open this door, it messes up. So we're gonna bring this right here. And I have to do that in the blueprint, which goes onto that computer over here. So let's just open up this blueprint over here and let's fix this. Let's see, door handle. We'll put this under the door handle, and then that should fix that. So here is, I think the problem was that this right here wasn't actually in its actual box that it needs to be. As you can see, you can't see the screen, but I'm working on it in the blueprint over here. And that's what happened last time, which it made me glitch through the ceiling, right? And this is just what happens inside of games. So I'm actually showing you guys, putting you guys onto something here. So this right here, and majority of the doors are messed up because I was working on the blueprint and fixing it. So actually this right here is, I think this door is a little bigger than it needs to be because, no, it's not. Okay, I actually fixed this door already. All right, so we'll test it now. And the point with this part right here, coming from the future, another thing I did was my video recording screen. When I was screening the screen, it was actually on this computer right here, and it was actually showing you guys nothing. So you guys, I was just showing you stuff, and I was talking about what I was trying to show you guys, but you was actually looking at my screensaver on this screen right here. So now let's get into it. Let me show you what the point of the metaverse is. On our point of our metaverse, we think that the metaverse should be where people be able to express their creativity and stuff like that. So damn near everything is, you know, fully customizable, but you know, these bushes and these trees and this ground and stuff like that, right? But I want to explain that. So right here you have all this is going to change to be even better looking. But you have the health, the food. As you can see, I'm getting hungry. My dehydration is going down fast because I'm in the heat. And then you have the sprint, my energy, right? So if we go into here, I'm gonna show you. So now we have here, so as you can see, I still have to fix these hinges. This hinges is not, okay, I didn't compel it. All right, the hinges need to be fixed. Let me see if the hinges on this one works. Okay, so you'll be able to change the colors of the wall. You'll be able to change the colors on the wall. You'll be able to have furniture and stuff like that. We have a business, a franchise that you guys can own. You would actually be able to sell the furniture to the players inside the game. And it's called Indoors. It's like Home Depot furniture, right? And with that being said, you guys, I don't have any furniture in me right now. I don't have a backpack or anything. I just have pockets, and so I can't carry anything. So, but if I have furniture, I'll be able to furniture this property. I'll be able to put something here like a sofa. I'll be able to put things like that. So I'll be able to come up here. You have bedrooms up here. You guys get to fully customize the bedrooms. So you get the house is yours. It's actually a house. So let's go here. Let me see. Let's see if I can get down here because the doors is bugged, right? So, as you can see, as you can see. So we're still working on these things, but you get to fully customize the property. It's because it's yours. Right here, this is, so again, something I'm working on finishing is the doors not working on the hinges. So here we wanted to be able to, because it's also a sociable game. It's basically just imagine Grand Theft Auto, right? That's how sociable it is. So it's Grand Theft Auto, very fun horror game where you have to fight the S&P foundations, also each other, which is very horror too, because right now I'm in a safe zone. But if I was out there, right, which again, when this part is finished, you guys are gonna be mind blown. And if I was out here in the danger part, which that would be considered a danger zone, over there would be considered a danger zone, and the other areas that I would be building on this map would be considered danger zones. So, but let's get back to the social side. So, furniture that you guys will be able to get is like grills and stuff like that, backyard furniture and stuff like that, where people can sit down and stuff, and you guys will be able to talk to each other and feed your players. The reason why I was showing this in the last video is you have to eat and drink and stuff in here. So if you throw a cookout, right, and let's just say that you got some Timmies, which is noobs, which is beginning players, or these people just ain't got the type of money inside of the game and not real currency, I'm talking about end game currency. So they kind of poor inside of the end game currency, right? So they can't really afford food, which you can own restaurants and supermarkets, all that's over there, okay? All that is over there. So you can throw cookouts and you can feed everybody. As you guys can see, the sun is going down. Okay, so we just also added that in here as well. As you can see, you'll be able to start seeing these planets. These planets have stories to them, all right? So they're very important and stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys that all the houses is different. One more thing, I wanted to show you guys that all of the houses is different, right? All of the houses is different. And all the houses that would be, so this is one neighborhood I'm working on, so all of the property will be different. So nobody would have the same house as the other person. So that's one cool thing about it. So we gotta fix these things right here. Some places I have grass coming up to make it realistic, because in real life there's no perfect streets, so we wanted to do stuff like that. All the houses are different, all the walls inside the houses are different, whereas in the way they look and stuff. So even when you go to a whole different neighborhood inside of this map right here, these houses will be different properties, so it won't be the exact same houses. There will be a ghetto, all that type of stuff like that. So it'll be low end. This is kind of this is middle class area, and we will have mansions and stuff like that too. So yeah, so this is just a little preview of this part right here. I wanted to show you guys this, and just to show you this, we actually have a product here and we're working on things. As you guys can actually see, that I'm the actual developer working on it, the main developer. And yeah, so we just wanted to show you that this is the metaverse that we're bringing. We're actually bringing a very sociable, very fun. It's going to, adrenaline is going to be high. You will probably have a lot of anxiety attacks, because the fear of losing everything when you get killed by the players. You have insurance and stuff like that. Don't worry, you can even own that insurance company. But we wanted to make sure that we focus on the number one thing when it comes to making a project where people will spend their money in. Let me go back to the big screen. Where people will spend their money in, make sure I'm on the right thing. So where people spend their money in is the customers, which is the more gamers that we have played the game, that the more money that the investors make. So we wanted to focus on the other way around. With the other part, 99% of these projects focus on the money and not the game, which we understand that we need money, which we would definitely start pushing the funding part. But we wanted to make sure that you guys understand that we are here for your best interest, because you guys are number one. All right, so with that being said, let's jump into, for you new guys to understand the website and what we're trying to do versus other people, so you can understand the website. We're still fixing and working on it. Again, we're a very small team. There's only 2 of us right now, but we're trying to expand. Which we can build the game by ourselves. Nowadays, you can do the whole thing. But when it comes to the business models and stuff like that, because we are actually a project, probably the first crypto project that actually have a business model. So we had to work on the business side, and we had to work on the game and development side, and we also have 2 other projects that we're working on as well too. So yeah, so let's get into the computer. All right. Okay, so we're inside of the website, and please note that this is just the beginning of this, that we're still working on it, making sure that everything's good over here. Okay, so you guys are good, you can hear me. All right, so this is very blurry. This is actually not how the things, we don't actually know why it's like came out like this. But right here is, this is just to show, this is one side of the map too, by the way, right here that was worked on. This is just to show the free NFT claim that you guys can make right now. So you can actually claim the free NFT, and this will actually enter you into an actual browser Discord game that we have right now. So, you know, go ahead and do that. It's completely free. It can make you you can earn and make you some good money doing that. So it's completely free. Go do that. And if you sell or buy one of these NFTs, you actually get another free NFT, which is but you can only buy one of these though. Gotta be one of the free, and you can only buy it from community members, not from us. Community members only. So once you buy a person's residential verification ID from them, or they buy it from you, you both will be airdropped. When that's ready, NFT, it will have a letter, and you had to spell out the word Abraxas. When you spell out the word Abraxas, there will be a huge prize for you when you get it. So every time that you sell or buy an NFT, it can't be the same one, so you can't keep flipping them back and forth to get it. It has to be a different one. So if you sell it and then someone if you buy one and then someone buys the one that you just purchased, or the one that you already had or that you minted, they buy them too, then you will get 2 random virus NFTs, and then the whole point is to get Abraxas, and then we give you a cure, and that's a big NFT that comes with a huge prize, you guys. That's just basically keeping people engaging with each other, because again, we're community based, a very social driven community. We want to get to know each other, talk to each other, help each other make money, do multiple things. Also, we have, like I said, the Discord game, and that you guys can play, and you can actually earn tokens, and from that, and you can actually get coins, which is the economy in game inside of the browser-based game. So we're going to talk more about it, but we have a lot of things here that benefits the community. So this is just the beginning of it. We're still working. It's actually about to completely change, go into another recolor. So we're gonna change the color and everything. These are the buttons. This is game details, basically explaining the game a little bit. This is the factions that we are working on right now inside of the game. This is supposed to be wardens, which is like the guardians that protect you, that you can summon inside of the game. So it's very cool by that. We're going a little different with this one, right? You have ownership, which is the franchises, the real estate that you can own inside of the game. Go back here. Access cards, which is basically like, or is it not basically, is our membership, but they're basically like debit cards. So this is allow people to exchange the in-game currency for actual real money. And we'll talk about that in another video, where how for the, you know, we have a new guy that wanted to know about the tokens, so we're gonna make a video for you guys so you can understand how it works, right? And you'll see the genius in it, where it actually protects our community. Assets, this is actually gonna go to the library. This is basically give you everything that you need to know about the game. We will keep adding books and stuff like that inside of there. Lore, this is very important. Lore is basically just the story, what the game is about, and the whole game is actually an ARG. The game interacts with you, so it's an actual complete ARG. So you guys should definitely know that. What ARG is augmented reality game. I think I said it wrong, but yeah, augmented reality game, or is it? Ooh, yeah, I think it's that right there. But it's basically like it's like a story, and you guys have to follow the story to understand the game, and like a bunch of Easter eggs inside the game. But I think I said it right though. You know, I have a problem saying certain words because it's being on my tongue, but it's be going right. So I think some of these pages are broke though. So okay, so we gotta fix that page. So let's see if we can go to assets though. Okay, well, there you go. Let me show you something too. How much work we're putting inside of this game. Okay, it's a lot on this website, so this is another reason why it's slow too, because it's a lot on this website. So okay, right here you see these right here. These are actual websites that we're making. They're not finished, but these are actual you know, entities and stuff like that, like businesses inside of the games. Every business franchise has its own website, and we're actually working on these. So it basically tells you a story. They got the people, you know, it talks about shit coins and stuff like that, because the actual crypto actually exists inside of our universe. You have there, basically, this is the virus thing, goes into the virus, as you can see, that type of stuff right there. And these books right here are literally the key to success inside of this project. Every book is different. I don't know why it's not popping up. Oh, there you go. So every book is different. You can interact with them. These right here shows you what the keys. This is what the keys used to look like before. They didn't look like this, but this was showing you the idea of where we're trying to go. So we are very transparent things. So you will see me post up pictures and like everything. You will get literally every aspect of the game. I can take a step and I'll show you guys. Look, here's a step right there. So I'll show everything. I'll show you 100% behind the scenes of everything. So we were showing you what we right there. I was talking about we didn't like the fact what the keys used to look like, and we showed that the beginning picture was showing you the idea what we was going for, and this is what they look like now. All right, so we're a project that's always working. Like again, even this right here, Ozone Media is another entity inside of the project right here. So they got their own storyline and everything there. The market is very important. This is actually how the money is made. So you go in here whenever this thing loads up, and it basically tells you about how so for example, if you play Fortnite or any type of game that has a thing where you buy the skin from them, buy the cards, and whatever the case may be, I play these type of games, buy guns, whatever the case may be, the company makes the money. They make billions, right? What we do is a little different. We actually sell to the investors, and investors are able to stock their stores up, the franchises that they own, and they sell it to the players inside of the game. So every time the players inside of the game buy anything, you guys get the money versus us. we get the money from selling you guys the inventory, and then you guys get the money by selling the inventory to the players inside of the game. It's actually built off of the real economy. As you can see, this is like the prices. So for like $2 get you $2.99 gets you 40 boxes of 762 ammo. I think that's rifle ammo, and you get 40 boxes, and you can sell the price. You can set the price for whatever you want. So you buy it for $3 and you sell 40 boxes for, let's say, 90 cents a piece to players. So let's say that one player came in and he bought all 40 of those boxes for 90 cents a piece. Then you do the math. We also buy resources from you guys too, so that's what keeps the economy going, because we cannot mint new stuff to sell to the investors if we don't have the resources. So here's how we play the game. There's resources such as mining, wood, just different types of stuff like cloth and all that stuff like that we would buy off of you guys, so we can mint stuff to sell the next month. So every month we would mint new stuff, like, okay, so more stock, this is what we created, new things that we created and stuff like that, more items that you create and stuff when we sell it to the thing. So here's how it works. We put this stuff inside of the game, the investors buy it, they put it inside of the game as well, the stuff, the exclusive stuff inside of the game. Then you guys as players, you buy it off of the investors that owns the franchises. Then y'all use the stuff like guns, ammo, and stuff like that. Y'all go on raids, scavenger, go collect resources, whatever the case may be. Then you sell that stuff back to the store investors, the store owners that's looking for these things. Once that happens, or if you have a key, you can just directly sell it to us. But once the people that has the keys or the businesses that buy the resources that's important off of you, then they will sell it to us, and then we would take that stuff and then we will mint more things to sell them more inventory. And then you see the loop. It's basically a complete economy, and that's how everything works. So it has everything. Show you, I think this one shows you, or is it this one? It shows you the gameplay loop and show you how the game will be fun, how the game will be played. And this right here shows you exactly what I literally just said to you. I don't know why this is, what's going on with this part right here. I don't know where this is taking me, but this right here, that book right there is supposed to take you to a book that actually breaks down the complete how the economy works, and all that type of stuff like that. So I don't know what is going on with the website. We will be working on it more, because right here, we will be working more because we make sure you guys can actually interact with the website that's supposed to be interacting with you guys. It's literally supposed to keep you guys' attention and stuff like that. So and then we got this right here. This is the books that we're coming out with, and some of our community members actually will end up in these books, or actually have the books of their own, because these guys, and you can be one too, but you guys actually can be a part of the universe. One last thing, we have something called mentorships. What mentorships is, you have to be a cosmic or a Abraxas key holder. And what that is, I will train you completely on every and anything about the game, all aspects. You get the leaks about what's coming out first before anything, so you can make YouTube videos. This stuff is to teach you guys, so you guys can teach the people that's coming to play the game. This is going to help you build your brand for YouTube and any content creator, stuff like that. This is to basically help you guys just get ahead when by talking about the game before the game comes out and stuff like that. So I want to teach you how to run the businesses inside of the game. How which businesses is really good, where places, as I build the map out, what places will be good to have in there. So it's basically like Monopoly too, right there, right? Ammo, how the ammo work, the type of guns, the type of swords, type of enemies, these type of things, giving you guys a heads up so you can train the new people that come into the game and the community. So people can watch you guys, and also we're gonna create an NFT that with you guys to be able to have that shows you guys, that shows the community that you are one of the mentors inside the program, but you have to pass the program and stuff like that. And this is basically to make sure if you have an Abraxas key, you actually know how to run the business. If you and you can teach other people how to run the business. Another thing. Another thing that's really important that we're going with, we're actually going to be helping with a support team with the Abraxas and the Cosmic members. We're a support team where even when we close business deals, for example, let's just say that Coca-Cola wanted to market inside of our game. Because we will not have, and even though I will play the game, just let you know, I will play the game, but I will be fair, I will not own like the biggest things, right? Actually, I probably won't own anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. But I'm gonna be playing the game with you guys. And here's the point: the company or myself, I vow that I will not own a Rich Ages or any type of way that can make me a large amounts of income. So what I want to do is I will do business as the corporation with other companies such as Coca-Cola and all that stuff like that and want to market their businesses. So you may not be business savvy, you may not know anybody or whatever the case may be. When we close deals, we will sit down with the people that own Rich Ages buildings and negotiate deals and prices. So let's say that Coca-Cola wants to put ads on 30 billboards inside of the game. When you own a Rich Ages, it's like basically on the server. So you own the billboards that you own, so 30 billboards. And let's just say that they say we give you $30,000 and $5,000 a month to keep them up there. $30,000 to start, $5,000 to put them up there. We will close a deal for you, but we will negotiate with you. We will probably ask for 30 to 40% of the closing, and then probably 10% of the monthly income. So do you have to do the work? Absolutely not. We do everything for you. And this is for, you know, if you close the deal yourself, then you don't have to worry about that. It's a very small fee. But other than that, if we close it for you, then we negotiate with you. You can also say, I want to negotiate it thing, but you better have some leverage, goddamn it. All right, so that's one thing I really wanted to talk about when it comes to, let's go back to the big screen. When it comes to just our project versus anybody else, we wanted to just show the difference in what we're going to do versus what other projects did. Well, we just didn't follow them because they all crashed and burned. So it'd be stupid for us to do the same. We put you guys first. We actually have a real product. We are actually a real community because there's no such thing as a community if no one is talking to each other or getting to know each other. If no one becomes friends inside of the community, that's not a community. That's just, I don't know what the fuck to call that, to be honest with you. But yeah, so if you have any questions, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. All the links and stuff, the Telegram is inside of the description. And also make sure you get the free NFT so you can play the new game. That's another way you can earn income without spending a dime. All right, so with that being said, I'm out of here.
The name is